Hello everybody! Coming to you live from the first coast of Florida actually. And I didn't check the audio, does it sound okay? I'm making coffee. Give me a second here. I was gonna do it outside, but everything is wet. Cheers everybody, we're gonna do coffee and then we're gonna do beer. How about that? An upper and a downer. And let me put this on so we have a little better audio fidelity here. Let me look at the chat. So we're at Flagler Beach, Florida, by the way. Michelle K, Dylan Reynolds, hello there. Jojo, hello Caleb Jackson, hello Anastasia. Hey, Brandon Stargell, hello there. Thank you for what you did today. And this traveler is almost home. Hey, Dylan Reynolds, how is your internet today? It seems to be good. I'm using that Verizon Jetpack, and they're not throttling me yet, so apparently it seems to be working fine. And Lailani Linatok. Hello, Robert. Newbie here. Well, welcome to the Pelican Head Club. That's what we call ourselves. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. Let me show you the view from our window here. That's our neighbor there, and that's our table. And I was gonna do it down there, but everything is wet. So I'm like, you know what? And this awning is one of those awnings that with the slightest of breezes, it gets. I thought it was gonna fall apart. So yeah. Michelle Sullivan, Robert is so tall he makes a full-sized coffee cup look tiny. No, this is an espresso cup, of course. And cheers. Rivari, hi, greetings from Finland. It's midnight sun here. That's true. I was supposed to be in Alaska by now, and I was planning on going this weekend to the. Hey, someone's trespassing here. What's going on? Oh, look at that!
I got done walking dogs.
It's this traveler, everybody.
Fooled you.
Yeah, he came to visit. He just walks his dogs around the campground and then. No, never mind. So cheers, everybody. Oh, we have CLT in the house. Hello, CLT. And let me read some of your comments. And then I have a box down there of goodies that they sent me. I went by the P.O. box right before I came in here. No, that's not it. CLT says, hey, where's your range? He forgot his range at home. Can you believe that? Maybe he did. Maybe he lost it. I don't know. What is he doing? He's wreaking havoc here in the RV. Hi, Robert. I'm at the Walmart in Corinth, Missouri. MS is Missouri, right? No, MS is Mississippi. Oh, Anastasia Momand. Thank you so much for that super sticker. Yes. Let me show you guys what I have. Let me show you guys what I got. I got a box of goodies. By the way, this box, if Joe Ridgway is watching, that the box came from her a while back. together with a toy trailer, a vintage toy trailer. Jill Skills, thank you so much for that super chat, super sticker with the thumbs up. The camera is too close to my face today. You know, we're having a different setup here. Okay, let me go one by one here, because this was really cool. This was a hat that was hold on, from Cynthia and Robert. Thank you so much. And I even got a bacon sauce recipe and a super chat in the form of a super check, let's call it. Very nice letter. Thank you so much. And I really like the hat. It says take the back roads, and that's exactly what I intend to do in the future. You know, coming here, I took I-95 because I was in Miami and I had to take the fastest possible route. But from now on, as I'm continuing north slowly, we're probably gonna take A1A or US1. I have more, and then when I finish with all this, I'm gonna read the chat. Oh, I hope I'm not showing any addresses. From Mr. Steven from Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, he sent me a sticker, and it's so nice to receive letters from you guys. His business card, and very nice long letter here with info about different campgrounds from everywhere. Very cool. I wish I had the time to read all these letters to you guys here on the air, but you know it's yeah. He's a ballroom dancer too. So yeah, very nice. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys sending me stuff. By the way, if you guys want to send me something, here's the address here on the screen. Just take a couple of weeks, because I'm not gonna be going to the PO box probably for about 2 weeks or so. But they said they were gonna hold it for me. So if you guys wanna send it, here, you know where this comes from? Slovakia. You know, this is like Central Eastern Europe, and this is one of the countries that I would love to visit in Europe. You know that the two closest capital cities in Europe are Bratislava and Vienna, Slovakia, and I think that's what it is, right? Yeah. My Gypsy Adventures, thank you so much for that super sticker, like Superman. That's really cool. Wow! Woo! I have a couple more. I got a lot of mail this weekend, and I want to show it all because I know some of you are watching it. This is from the Travel Food Dude, and he sent me a sticker too. Oh, I dropped the sticker and it fell into the black hole. This Micro Minnie is like a black hole down there. I'm gonna put it. Buy tweets sometime together in Miami from Adam. His name is Adam. Thank you so much. Shirley Benoit, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you, appreciate it. And this is the mailbag hour here. I have a couple more. Well, this one is from Dan and Janice from Missouri, and they sent me a bunch of pamphlets with little notes. You know, like the tourist guides, and I'm gonna be studying up because I'm heading to Missouri at some point. Alexander Baikov, thank you so much for that. Fist bump, super sticker, yay! And I'm super clumsy doing this. I got a couple more. Bear with me here. Oh, this one from Tom and Debbie from Canton, Ohio. The one place, the main tourist attraction in the Lower Peninsula that I missed. Thank you so much for this map. You know, I'm collecting these maps from the National Park Service, and they sent me a nice letter too. So thank you so much. I read all this when they arrived, probably on Tuesday. Have you ever been to Jamaica? Oh, this one very nice too from Larry and Rosemary, with a very nice super check, by the way. Thank you so much. And Rendub311, Rendub2, thank you so much for that super sticker. Ha ha ha. And Xavier Benton, thank you so much for that super chat from South Africa. All right. And South Africa is another one of those places that I do want to visit at some point. And this one comes from Smith & Wesson with another super sticker. And they did offer me a much docking spot in Central Florida. So I might be visiting them. Who knows? And last but not least, I have this one here from Robert and Laura Creech with more, Shenandoah Valley, the Virginia, the Skyline Drive, and at some point I do want to visit that part. I don't know if I'm gonna do it as part of the summer 2020 trip. I don't know, because I want to make it as far as the outskirts of Asheville and then make a beeline for Arkansas. But we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Lucky Duck Productions moderator. Hello there. Hello, Sue. And this traveling is revealing my location here. Not exactly, but you guys could probably figure it out. It's one of those places. Hi, Robert from Gettysburg Campground. I was there. David Tarkin, of course. You visited me there, right? If I recall correctly, was it? My head is not what it used to be. No, Gettysburg Campground. Never mind. No, I didn't. Never mind. I didn't stay at the Gettysburg Campground. I stayed at Harper's Ferry, which is not far away. But hey, Lucky Duck Productions, you started early. Yeah, I decided to start early because I was here hanging out with this, and I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Really good connection this week. Knock on wood. Yes, I've made some investments in trying to get better connection. We'll see how long this one lasts, but yeah. Click the thumbs up, people. Actually, let me have one more sip of coffee, and then we're gonna open an IPA, because that's what we do, right? Trent Keever, Asheville was awesome. Actually, I want to go. There's this town just southwest of Asheville is called Waynesville, and my friend Roberto Gomez lives there, and I want to go visit him. And opinion guy, where do you consider to be the best location you have been? Well, I love the Grand Canyon. It's one of those places that there's no other place in the earth quite like it, with the grandeur of it. As far as campgrounds, I want to say, it's not the amenities, but the quality of the people. The owner there, it's that Matt Lachey Sugar Sands RV Resorts. It's just very nice, very very tight. It's a very small RV park, just 10 people. Rebecca Hernandez, hello there, from Nairobi, Kenya, watching. All right, Kenya in Africa, outstanding. And you should do a coffee meetup. Absolutely, let's do a coffee meetup. Yeah, that would be cool. Marilyn Lopez, hi Robert from Miami, happy to see you and Ili enjoying your adventure. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ili's actually hiding there. She might come out, she might, I don't know. Saying hi from Clayton, Delaware, and the Accessible Traveler, hello there. Opinion guys saying hello to the Accessible Traveler. When are you going back to Minnesota? I'm thinking probably August, because as I head up north from Arkansas, Missouri, I want to hug that line, maybe Kansas City. I want to make it to North Dakota, but I also want to make it to the northern, Duluth, the Great Lakes, the west coast, right, or is it the north coast of Lake Superior? And I want to go to Lake Itasca, the headwaters of the Mississippi River, all that good stuff. Armando Correa, hey, happy Friday, Robert. My mom Esperanza said hi to you. She's watching you for the first time. Can you please say hello to her? Hello, Esperanza, ¿cómo está? Saludos. And of course, I was thinking about you, man, Armando, because I'm just right now editing the video from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and that's where we met the last time. Coffee meetup with the potluck, Rebecca Hernandez. That would be cool, actually. Mary Callan, if it isn't one thing, is another. North Rim is closed right now for I know, I read that. Forest fire. Luckily, it's good. Well, before reservations. Michael Klockner, thank you so much for that super chat. Hello from Michigan. Thanks for the Michigan video. You're very welcome. And Jim, hey Robert, Barb and I are on our way home. Hey, drive safely out there. And I hope you liked that Ohio video, which everybody's going to watch on Sunday. Let me get my IPA. Which, by the way, we're getting a big hand there. Daniel Ruiz, thank you so much for that super chat from Sacramento. Sunny, 96 degrees weather. Well, down here is cloudy, 94 degrees probably. There you go. That's the view outside. And we're probably going to have we're not going to have a sunset. The sun sets around there. And it does not look promising. Yesterday was nice. We didn't get a sunset proper, but the colors on the clouds were amazing. Today we are going to drink a Funky Buddha Chant IPA courtesy of Mr. CLT himself. So this traveled all the way from Miami, Florida to here. And let me get a cup because sometimes it does not quite taste the same in the aluminum can. Aluminum, or aluminium, as they say on the other side of the pond. Cheers, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Mr. Robato. Domo arigato, Mr. Robato. Hello, Robert. I trust the IPA is cooled and ready to go. Yeah, actually, this fridge works really well. It's actually a lot more efficient than the one in Minitini 1. It's newer, too. All right, let me go back here a little bit. JJ Avenger RV, the RV DJ. All right, this is the longest. You need a bottle opener, Mr. This, or is it twist off? It's twist off. Okay. This is having some root beer. Lots of Arizona folk here. There's a meetup primed for January at the RTR. Yeah, absolutely. That would be fantastic. And if all goes well, I do plan to attend the RTR. Well, not the RTR. I'm not gonna do the RTR, but I'm gonna be in Quartzsite. Yeah, you know, and my lighting is a little bit uneven here. Let me do this. That's better. One thing that I like about this trailer, it has like 20 light fixtures all over the place. So the lighting is very even here. If I want to make it even, it's very, very even. Okay, where were we? Hey, Dylan Reynolds from North Dakota, then cross the border into Manitoba, Canada, circle around through Ontario, and then down south. I don't know, man. We have to you have to talk to Mr. Trudeau for me and tell him to open the border. That's all I gotta say. Robert Critch, I cannot believe it. Thank you so much for that super sticker. Or flying all over the place. Thank you so much. Cheers. That's awesome. Thank you. You see you saw that your letter. I opened it. Yameli Javier, thank you so much for that super chat. Oh man. And we got here right after dinner. Ismael Cruz, Robert, nice to see you. Love your videos. Viva Cuba. All right, Viva Cuba. Laid back 5199 in Ohio. Stop at Wright Peterson Air Base Museum. When I go back, absolutely. The Adventures of Apple and Bob. What is it that you bought? You put a picture of something you bought today on the internets. Thanks for the inspiration. We are going to probably pick up our first travel trailer tomorrow. We'll make a great addition to the Catalina 34. So now are you going to tow the boat with the trailer or the trailer with the boat? That's cool, man. One of these days, we gotta meet up again. And Line Attack. My husband Glenn is watching with me, Robert. Please greet him. We're from Chicago. Hello, Glenn. Glenn from Chicago. Glenn and Leilani. And greetings. Great city, the city of Chicago. I really liked it there. The downtown part where we were. We really enjoyed it. Question from Frank Folsen. What kind of microphone do you use in post-production? Well, actually, I can show it to you because Minitini 2 is now appointed, nicely appointed, and this is the pop screen. This is a 20-year-old mic. I've had it for 20 years. It's an Audio Technica that I bought for my first studio when I decided to make a recording studio. It's you can't see it hardly anymore. It's an AT3525. And it works well. I mean, at the time, it wasn't terribly expensive for a professional, large diaphragm. It was what, like, I don't even think it was $300. This traveler wants to make me blind here. He has this like shiny light in my face. Now you see, and I can't read. Now I have this black dots in my. Oh gosh, what do you do that for? Jackie Trujillo, what? That video of the museum was amazing. Thank you. No, you're welcome. And that I really enjoyed seeing the Henry Ford Museum. That was amazing. I watched every single video from Christopher Wugobi, Alejandro Barros. Robert, what's your favorite rum? Please never stop making these wonderful videos. I like Zacapa Centenario 23 years. But I'm not really a rum guy. But that will be one of them. Zacapa Centenario is from Guatemala. And for every day, I like Ron Abuelo. I think it's Ron Abuelo is either Dominican or Venezuela. And of course, a good bottle of Havana Club from Cuba, but you can only buy those in Canada or elsewhere. Robert, thank your wife for sending me your music CD last week. She sent you my music CD? Well, we did it together, actually, probably, no? Well, thank you, Eli. From Laughlin, Nevada, which is like a micro Las Vegas. Cool town. Sender's Shop, Dan's late in Europe. Greetings from Utrecht City. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start making this earlier for the European audience and later for the Asian audience. I don't know. It's William Irizarry. Question: where are you? I'm in Flagler Beach. And Soldier Boy for life. Thank you so much for that super chat. Greetings from the Cruz family from St. Albans, Queens. I plan on getting the Micro Minnie 2106 DS. Hope to see you on the road, Robert. Yes, likewise. Tell him I sent you. Brandon Stargell, enjoy today's podcast. Awesome job as usual. Thank you so much. I'm glad you listened to the podcast as well. And if you guys wanna listen to God knows I have a face for radio. So if you guys wanna listen to an audio only show, I have the podcast in iTunes, Living the RV Dream with Traveling Robert. You can check it out there. And the one thing, and I have like an extra cushion here, but this dinette is not the most comfortable one. Let me tell you. Margaret Morissette from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Bonjour. And speaking of the wife, we would love to see you both more often on the videos. Sometimes, someday. Did you say Zapato Santa Cana rum? No, Zacapa Centenario is from Guatemala. Zacapa, Z-A-P-A-C-A, I guess. And Centenario, like centenary. Trent Keever, thank you so much for that super chat. Happy Friday. Cheers. I'm drinking a Happy Jack IPA from 1718 Brewing, Ocracoke Island, North Carolina. I want to go to that place, North Carolina. That's at the Outer Banks. And you have to visit sometime. Amazing beer, growlers. Go in Duck North Carolina is awesome too. Have you been to the OBX? Not yet, but it's in the plans. It's the plans for this fall. Hopefully, my plans won't fall apart. We'll see. We'll do as much as possible. And I still have the label here on this hat. I have to take it off. Robert Shell, thank you so much for that super chat. Robert, greetings, Robert, from Kalispell, Montana. They closed all but 2 miles of the going to the road today. Oh, that sucks. But hopefully by the time I get there, it's open. What was the worst experience at a campsite, excluding the angry Wi-Fi situation? Well, I've had a couple. In Asheville, at the Asheville East KOA, we had this riverfront campsite, right? And this guy from the campsite from across the street just came to our campsite, basically, and started fishing from our campsite. And I'm like, dude, seriously? And I'm trying to make a travel video there, and I was making one of these, actually, one of these live streams, and I just got pissed off and left. We did the section of the Blue Ridge Parkway that day. And the other bad experience I was at this campground doesn't exist anymore. Is Night Ski in the Florida Keys. Night Ski right before the 7 Mile Bridge. They made this ugly resort there now, and this guy shows up on his boat, my next door neighbor, and he's blaring this loud music, reggaeton of all things, you know. He's like boom, ba boom, bam, boom, ba boom, and you could hear it on the entire campground. I went to the office. I'm like, can I move? Do you have any other sites? And they moved me. But that's about it. I've never really had any serious issues. By the way, let me see. I have some super chats here. Dan, the vintage RVer, thank you so much for that super chat. Glad to see you doing well on the First Coast. Got on my Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. That's a good one. Yes, cheers. And Duderdo is, thank you so much for that super chat. Super chat. Cheers from Illinois. You should make a pit stop in Springfield someday. It's in the plans, man. It's in the plans. A great Lincoln Museum and sites. And you can check out the state capitol. All right. Question. What are your top 3 favorite places? I'm going to mention 3 national parks. Grand Canyon. Probably I want to say, oh man, that's a tough one. Let me pause the chat here because I have another super chat. If Yosemite didn't have as many people, Yosemite would be one of them, and then I'm still on the West Coast, and I'm gonna stay on the West Coast, and it has some of the most incredible landscapes. Let's go with Grand Teton, just because, but I'm blanking on the other number 1 that I have. CA, thank you so much for that super chat. Is the border open to Canada? And I don't think so. I think they extended it until July 21st or something like that. That it's going to remain closed. So am I glad that I canceled the Alaska trip and I didn't make any reservations or anything like that, because that would have been a big epic fail. Okay, from Marty Sullivan. Hello, Robert. Great job on the Upper Michigan videos. We live in the UP and enjoy it very much, along with all your live streams and on the road videos. Happy IPA. Thank you so much. And I want to go back because, as I understand, that I only saw a small fraction of the Upper Peninsula. So there's a lifetime is not enough to see everything that there is to see out there. Dylan Reynolds, can I come and work by tonight? I don't know. I don't want to push the bandwidth here right now. We're doing great, and maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll be coming to you from, I don't know exactly. I don't have a reservation for next Friday, but we're gonna be on the road still from somewhere in northern Florida. We're doing like a Florida loop here. So we're going to be on the road for 2 weeks, and can't wait for the new video this week. I camp at East Harbor all the time and live in Northeast Ohio. Well, it's East Harbor, that's where we stayed, and then we did Alum Creek near Columbus. Papa Drew RV, how you doing, man? We are starting to put together a trip into Mexico. A couple more people have stepped up and said they wanted to go. So great news. I'm not entirely decided on Mexico yet, but I would love to go probably after Quartzite or during that time. At least to San Felipe in the Baja. I don't know if further south, or we'll see. We'll see. Nothing is written in stone yet. From Lisa, have you used your solar power yet without hookup? If so, how are they working for you? It's too hot in Florida right now to be boondocking. So I probably won't get a chance to test it until I go north, like far north, maybe in northern Minnesota, North Dakota. I might boondock a couple of nights up there. So yeah, I've used it at home, and it especially that I need more battery for sure. But this inverter, it can run the microwave and everything, so it's really good. Don't forget Valley of the Gods. Thank you so much, Brandon Stargell. That would be the number 3. Absolutely. Daniel Greenhagen, Traveling Robert, any chance we'll see at Itasca State Park in Minnesota in August? There's a good chance you'll see me at Itasca State Park in August. How do you miss Cuba? I don't really miss Cuba anymore. I think during the first 10 years here, I missed it for the rest of my life, so I don't miss it anymore. One of these days, I'll be back and show you guys the beaches and all that, but yeah. Andy Barley, hey Robert, don't forget about the Fredericksburg meetup in Virginia this fall. We'll keep in touch. Fredericksburg, Virginia, absolutely, yes, of course. And Amaranto Cabrera, hello there. I just joined now. Are you still in the Keys? No, I was gonna call you last week, man, because I was in the Keys. I reshot that video of me crossing the bridge now with Minitini 2. It didn't come out so well. I'm a little rusty with the drone. I don't know what happened, but it came out good enough. Alma Morales, my mom is here. Say hello to my mom, everybody. Question, what pop filter do you use? Thanks. I don't know. This is a very, well, actually, no, this one came with this. It's on my Amazon wish list. It's on my Amazon list, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it's a cheap one. A pop filter is a pop filter. Back in the day, they used to use like a pantyhose, wrapped around a ring. So, but this one seems to work well, and people popping their peas is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, and sometimes I do it too. But when I listen to a podcast and the host is popping their peas, I'm like, it's cringe-worthy to me. But in any case, Pat Hopi, saw your post with the picture of your dual workstation set up in Minitini. It looks great. Yeah, one's for Ely. She's working on the other side, and the other one is for me. My side is still not perfect, because this is the thing. I like to complicate my life. I use 2 computers, one for audio, one for video, because the one that I'm using for video, it was a very expensive 2-year experiment called a Dell computer. That mistake won't happen again. That's the worst computer I've ever had in my life. That thing is falling apart. It crashes all the time. The mouse thing, the trackpad, it's like coming off. It's not an outstanding product. Kathleen Donzelli, you're wearing the hat my cousin sent you. Cool. Yeah, earlier in I don't know if you saw it, earlier in the chat, I did an unboxing of all the stuff that I received at the P.O. box. Question, do you prefer the Tampa or Hershey RV show? I prefer Tampa. I like the way it is laid out better, especially the vendors building. The way Hershey inside that arena, it doesn't quite work for me. And the layout is a lot cleaner in Tampa, in my opinion. But then again, Hershey is where you see for the first time the 2020 or the 2020 the year models come out first at the Hershey show. So, but Tampa, I like it better in that sense. Have you heard of Skegness in the UK, like the Florida Keys, but not as warm? No, I have not. I'll check it out. I'll check it out and look it up because one of these days, and this is one of my goals in the next couple of years. I want to travel internationally at least once a year and do like a long international trip, and then the rest of the year, showing you the United States. But do like I did in Finland. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? 2 years ago, I guess. That sort of thing. A Bear Kitty traveling Robert. Are you going to visit Northeast Angle in northern Minnesota? If the Canadian border is open by the time I get there, I might. Yes. Can you show us your coffee maker? It's right there. I was making coffee right before the live stream. It's a mocha pot. Let me show you. It's a Bialetti mocha pot. This one I think is the 4-cup version or the 3-cup version or the 4-cup version. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what I use. Alma Morales, love, peace, and freedom. Hello, Mom. Is there any chance we can get a live cover of riding in my RV? Maybe. Dylan Reynolds, if the border reopens, when you road trip, will you go to Canada? Yes, that's what I was saying. I might return through the Trans-Canada. I don't know. I've heard reports that, and Mike Wendland in his newsletter a couple of days ago, he said it, that we're kind of not very welcome in Canada right now. They're letting people through that say that if you say you're going to Alaska, they will let you through. But you have to self-quarantine for 15 days and not go to restaurants. I mean, people have even ratted out on some tourists, and they've gotten in trouble with the law, in places like Banff. That's the news that I heard. So even if I could, I'd be careful because they may have these requirements to quarantine yourself for 15 days or so, and Socorro's Boquillas Canyon. Yeah, I want to go to Boquillas Canyon too. That's where you jump on the rowboat and they take you to Mexico, and then they put you on a donkey and they take you to this town so you can eat tacos and drink Coronas. Oh, maybe I'll drink Dos Equis or Modelo this time around, just in case. What Florida city would you recommend for first timers? Oh, Florida City, Key West. I don't know. Nah. I don't know. What Florida city would you recommend for first timers? You live in the Orlando area. I mean, Miami is a great place to visit, but I don't know if what would you say? I don't know.
All depends on what they want, city life or country life.
Yeah, this says depends on what you want, city life or country life.
Lake life.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Orlando because of the theme parks there. If you want the touristy thing, Miami is grown to be almost like a New York. I kind of prefer the more laid back, like Ormond Beach, this kind of area. I have some friends they're very happy living in Cocoa Beach, but it really depends. Florida has a lot of variety, a lot of different places. If you like beaches, the best beaches are in like the Panama City, Destin area, in my opinion. Robert Hubbard, thank you for that super chat. Cheers, my friend, from Saint Simon's Island in Georgia, and I was in Jekyll Island, which is right next door. Do I look better with the hat or without the hat? I'm getting a tan. I went to the beach today, actually. Barbie Doll, happy to see you. Barbie and Jeff, Citrus Springs, Florida. Hello there. And thank you, Robert, for the update on Canadian border. You're welcome. Jita Kess, when I'm in Florida, I go to Jensen Beach. Jensen Beach, beautiful. That area is beautiful too. You have Jensen Beach, and it has that old Florida kind of feel to it, very laid back. And you can drive down to Stewart, which is very nice too, on the mouth of the St. Lucie River. Pat Hopi, thank you so much for that super chat. Have an IPA with us. Actually, I forgot about my IPA. It's getting warm. Oh, brother. Let me tell you something. I'm so happy to be on the road. I mean, though it's not like I didn't have anything to do in those 2 months, 2.5 months that we stayed cooped up. I worked a lot on the videos, but still, I was starting to get that cabin fever too. Let me tell you. Um, when will you have a traveling rubber baseball cap? I've been trying to get one done. I need someone who knows how to make the EPS file. You know, it's a vector format that they need, and they need to very specific specifications. You do it with Adobe Illustrator, and and if I learned Photoshop, I probably could learn this, but it's I just haven't had the time or the dedication to to learn it. You know, but if someone knows how to do it, I could send you the template from Teespring and what I want on it, and that would be great. I'll give you credit. How things are going in Florida? Is it safe? I imagine it's like everywhere else. You know, most of it is safe. I'm sure some parts are not. Uh, I mean, close and see this Michigan Capital Zoo. What? Did it? What happened?
I think someone's at the door.
Someone's at the door?
Yeah. The way the trees are, and here it looks like someone's face.
Oh gosh, that's true. That's true.
Also,
Like there's someone. This said that it looks like there's someone there. Oh well. Okay. Let me read. You didn't stop at Lansing, Michigan. No, I didn't have the time, you know. Handsome with or without the hat. Thank you so much. Tyrone Wicks, hello there from Cleveland. Will you go see? Okay, yes, Michigan Capital. At some point, I don't know if in this trip, you know, it's. I'm gonna be starting this summer road trip so late that it might be like a short summer, and we'll see. We'll see if I make it to the Hershey RV show, if they even have a Hershey RV show. And there's another event that I want to go in Indiana, in Elkhart. It's the week after the RV show, and I'm going to be there with Winnebago, most likely. Neon Pony, I know Photoshop, Robert. Yeah, thank you. Kimberly Jones is Alkin. Thank you so much for that super chat. Have you ever gone to Galena, Illinois? No, not yet. It's a nice small town, very hilly, with boutique shops and historical sites. Check it out sometime in the future. I'm gonna check it out. Dylan, are you gonna make a feature film on the Florida Loop? Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, that's something that I might be talking about, because at some point I might take 1 or 2 weeks off posting new videos on every Sunday. Because I want to produce a couple of feature films from this previous year. So I might do something like that. And the feature films, even though for you guys who watch every week, might be a little repetitious, like the Michigan video. And of course, it doesn't get as many views initially as the normal videos, which is fine. But these feature films, like my driving to the West from 2 years ago, you know, it's a 4-hour film, and the Great American Road Trip from 2016, you know, those are getting millions of views, like over 1 million, and so in the long run, those videos do really well, and I want to do a couple of those from this past trip. Like I want to do a Texas is Hot video with encompassing the 4 videos of Texas that I did last year. And Jason Bergeron, thank you so much for that super chat. Evening, my friend. I'm late, but I made it. Thank you so much. What's the good word tonight? What did I miss? Oh, you didn't miss. You missed a lot, but you didn't miss much. Thank you for being here. Mohammed Nashil is putting S's and S's. I don't know what's going on. Traveling Robert, is Winnebago going to extend your use of MT2 since it is spring? Spring was a bust. I don't know. We haven't spoken about it yet, but when the time comes, I'm gonna ask him. You know, You think I could have it for a couple more months? We'll see. I mean, when the time comes, we'll see. And Mohammed was timed out. Yeah, it was. Remember you guys back in the days of AOL? We used to do that in the chat, look, just to troll people. But we were young and less mature then. Patty Henry, happy Friday from Sierra Vista, Arizona. We love your videos. Thank you so much. Love those movies, Neon Pony. Yes, and that's what I plan to do. Do a couple of those. I have to see. Hey, Red Jaguar 100. I was just thinking about you because I was just watching the video from. I'm editing the video from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and you're gonna make a quick cameo appearance there at the beginning. Good evening to you all. Hello to my fellow Pelican heads. Thank you, Red Jaguar, coming from the city of brotherly love in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Monica Smith. Hey, Robert, just ordered a tee and 2 stickers for my better half, Father's Day. He's out in the driveway hooking up for pulling out tomorrow. Shh, it's a surprise. Okay, shh. I won't tell. William Irizarry. Thank you so much for that. What happened? For that super chat. This traveler is making a mess here in my RV. It's
We'll
like,
head out. Rain is coming in
oh,
on the interstate, so catch you.
we're leaving?
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you for coming. Have a
Yep.
great trip. And
Any
until
questions?
next
Just
time.
leave it to this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Now we only have 3 moderators, not 4. But main moderator is leaving, so
Yeah. I forgot my ring.
everybody say. If you forgot his range, I can't believe it.
But I got
Everybody say bye to this traveler. All right. William Rizari, thank you for that super chat. Since you passed me up and we couldn't get together, you and Ely have a few of me. Thank you so much, man. Cheers. And he's gone. All right. Okay, let me go. It's 103 in Palm Desert, California. Oh, man, that's hot. Have you considered a smaller town tour of the USA? Yeah, probably. Message deleted. Okay, I guess we've got. Bye-bye, Niam Pony. I guess we got a troll. Lisa, be safe. This Christopher Willoughby. When you and Neely are back in town, my wife and I would love to take you guys to dinner. All right. Absolutely. And I'm gonna try to be more consistent with it. But in the newsletter, I'm gonna try to more or less tell you guys, and on this live Friday lives, tell you guys in the area where I am, and as soon as it is safe, right now with the COVID, I don't want to do any meetups, because even though a lot of areas in the country are opening up, and it's still one of those things that it's not appropriate yet to do like meetups, but eventually we will. What's your favorite hike you've done so far? How about the longest hike? As far as rewarding hike, I would have to say Angel's Landing, and second would be Yosemite Falls. The Lost RVers, where are you camping? We are at Flagler Beach, Florida. This is on the first coast. I don't know. It's kind of like right in between the Fun Coast, I think it is called, with Daytona, and the first coast, which is the first coast that you see when you come into Florida from the north. Victoria Clemente, your friend this, I saw him in your Fort Wilderness video. That's correct. Yeah, he was there too. Hi, Robert. Love the great videos. Red Jaguar, Mary said, Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Same to you. Thank you. By the way, I always forget these things, but Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And yeah. If you sell Minitini 1 and you give back this trailer, then what? Then we'll get something else. I'm thinking a B plus might be in our future here. But who knows? Sing my favorite song, May Leo. Gabrielle S. Hello from a sleeping journey, and Gabrielle Gabby, thank you so much for being the official photographer, by the way, photographer of the Ohio video. I think you make a quick. You make a quick cameo appearance because since you were the photographer, there's no pictures of you. But thank you, Shaw Photography, right? That's why you do it in Facebook. Shaw Photography is your page, and doing. I lost my train of thought. Great work there with the photography. Christopher Olson, happy midsummer day from Sweden. Is it already? Is it today already? Isn't it supposed to be like the 20th or the 21st? Or it changes year after year, right? And this is one of those that I wanted to spend it in Fairbanks, Alaska, and see the midnight sun. I guess we're gonna have to wait till next year. How's the new Mini Tini? It's getting there. We're slowly but surely. You always have to modify things here and there to make it more like home. And as you can see, I don't no map yet, but I think in this one I'm not gonna put the map here. I might put some storage here, and I'm thinking of putting the map actually on the fridge. But we'll see. I don't know yet. Barbara Zig, hey, how are ya? Haven't seen you in a while here in the or maybe I always skip you because you know how it is with me and the chat. To hike up the monument, that was a tight fit. Where was that? Oh yeah, first day of summer tomorrow. All right. Yeah, it's the longest day of the year, right? And it is. I mean, it's getting dark like at 8:30, something like that around here. Gabriel S. Gabriel, you're welcome and thank you. No, thank you, and hope to see you again at some time when we go back to Ohio. A weekly concert live stream from Dylan Reynolds, and I'm gonna do one more of those concerts before I go on the long trip. So stay tuned for that. I'll announce it. Did you ever think of a truck camper? I've thought about it, especially going places like if I want to do like some off-roading or the Dempster Highway or the Dalton Highway in Alaska. But I don't know. There's something about it. Christopher Olson, 35 minutes into Midsummer Day and Summer Solstice. All right. And yeah, this exactly 10 years ago, we were in Fairbanks, Alaska, and we did the Dalton Highway. Probably, I think we landed in Fairbanks the 19th or the 20th. 10 years ago exactly. And we said, at the time, I remember, this would be a really cool trip to do with an RV. Who would have thunk it? 10 years later, Actually, 5 years later, we bought Minitini the trailer. Alaska canceled the midnight run this year. Yeah, I can imagine. The Lost RVers! Call Ruth Peg and Wife, thank you so much for that super chat. Any confirmed quartzite date yet? Not yet, but I'm gonna be there late. No, I'm not gonna be there for the like RTR. Or even I might catch like the tail end of the big tent because I want to go to the Tampa RV show, and then I don't want to do like 2 years ago and just rush, hightail it all the way to Quartzsite. And Ely woke up, hightail it all the way to Quartzsite. I wanna take US 95, take it slow, go through the bayou in Louisiana, go down to Big Bend. So don't be surprised if I don't make it to Quartzsite until February. Nick Sutton, next time you are at the Henry Ford, you should check out the Ford Rouge factory tour. Yes, I know, to see the F-150 on the assembly line, and yeah. Christopher Willoughby, wet shower options suck. And yeah, we were talking about truck campers. And another thing about the truck campers that I'm kind of, I want some, and the same thing with a true Class B. I'm used to having big holding tanks, relatively big holding tanks. You guys with the big rigs are gonna think, 25 gallons. 25 gallons is big compared to 10 gallons on a Class B, or some of the smaller truck campers. And Alan Chitwood, thank you so much for that super chat. Yes, thank you, appreciate it. Michelle K, what's for dinner? I don't know. We had a good, we had burgers for a very late lunch. So I think dinner is gonna be like snacks, or we might go to. I mean, all the local bars are open, so we could go to a. There's a place I'm gonna try to go tomorrow, and of course you're gonna see this video like in a month. It's called the Funky Pelican. I think that would be a good place for me to go, right? Goombas, thank you so much for that super chat. Happy Friday, Robert and Ely and Pelican Heads. Cheers. Cheers to you. Sherry Parks, question. How to prevent birds making a nest in your AC unit? I don't know. You have to ask the odd couple that one, because that's never happened to me. But Christopher Willoughby, what's your highway speed? I usually tend not to go over 65, just because the tires are not ready for more than 65. In a pinch, I will put 67, 68, even 70, but I try not to do it, if I have to pass someone, or something like that. But 65, and also for fuel economy, 65 miles per hour, I get 13, even 14 sometimes miles per gallon. If I push it to 70, it instantly drops to 9, 10. So yeah. Sean Cooper, hello from St. Albans, England. Keep up the great work. You make life brighter in these dark times. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate those words. And Andy K from West Virginia. West Virginia coming soon too. I can't wait to go there, because as part of my return trip, and that's like the next video after Ohio, I did visit West Virginia, but Harper's Ferry, which is like this little corner of West Virginia, that it's West Virginia has a strange map. It's one of those maps that I don't know. And I'm getting some weird allergy here. I don't know what's going on. Must be the AC. Maybe I should turn off the AC for a little bit. Tell me if you notice a difference. Because I've been screaming here for no reason, just because I can't hear myself. Rachel Talerico, hello from Georgia. Hello, Georgia. On my mind. Going soon to Georgia, actually. And thanks to Brandon, who donated me a Georgia State Parks pass. I might spend more time in Georgia now. I love the Georgia State Parks, especially the ones in the north, in the mountains. But what's up with that $5 parking fee that they charge you extra? That's something. That's a Georgia thing. Be safe if you go out. Yes, I will. Thank you. Daniel Ruiz, where do you get your laundry done? RV park or public laundromat? Usually RV park. I just make sure. Usually when I need to do laundry, I make sure that I'm at an RV resort. And a lot of these state parks, they also have laundry facilities at the campgrounds. Did you get West Virginia map and tour guide? I got it. I'm pretty sure I got the map, but I just did Harper's Ferry. Which is that little corner there. Then the vintage RV is so hot in Western New York this May and June so far. I can't believe we are hotter than South Carolina. Hey, it's a crazy weather out there. Actually, this morning was very pleasant. It was 70 degrees, which is unheard of for July in Florida. JIT123, when you go back to Minnesota, you should go to Grand Marais. Yes, I know. I know. Uh, and get Sven and Ol's Pizza. I'm going to write that down because definitely. Very quiet AC. Well, it's not very quiet here, let me tell you. I mean, maybe my computer has a like a noise canceling thing because I could barely hear myself. It's one of these. Is that the penguin? The domestic penguin. They're all about the same. That's like the standard RV AC, and you get used to it. But generally speaking, they're loud. Um, Kenneth Ritter. Now I don't hear the AC. That's great. Oh, all right. G Photo Girl. Hey Robert, where are you right now? How are things in Florida? I'm so itching to get on a road trip to Central Coast of California, but our cases are rising since the reopening. I think that there's a uptick in cases everywhere. Florida, so far, everything is still open around here. Trying to keep the social distance going. Um, but Miami is it's a little things are a little more strict than up here for sure. Uh, Brandon, you won't have to pay that $5 fee anymore with your annual pass. That's great. Hey, there you go. Barry Edelman, Norcross, Georgia. Robert, did your coffee mug come this week? It came today, I believe, but I'm not home, so I'm not gonna be able to see it until I go back home to Miami. Stone Mountain is beautiful. $20 parking pass though. I've been to Snow Mountain. Yeah, Snow Mountain. I don't think it's a Georgia State Park, so it wouldn't count as part of my annual pass anyway. But yeah, Lucky Dog. Robert, are you beachside or oceanside? No, I'm riverside. I wish I was a beachside, but it's a nice half mile walk or so. I did it this morning. Actually, I've been twice, 3 times today. I went this morning. I actually jogged all the way to the beach to take a picture of the sunrise, which wasn't much of a sunrise. There were clouds on the horizon, but still, I got some nice shots. And one single pelican. Now during the day, there's pelicans all over the place. And then I went at noon, and I actually they had a yellow flag, but it wasn't too bad. There's a little bit of a rip current, and it was choppy. And I was there for about an hour. You know, I got a little bit of a tan, not really. Um, Jason Bergeron, traveling Robert, can hear you just fine, and I don't hear the AC running on my end. Well, I turned it off now. So, do you and the band have any gospel albums out? No, we did. We were a salsa band mainly, so we never. What's that? Something in this computer is sounding like Outlook, but I don't have Outlook open anywhere. What's going on? Or maybe it's the other computer that is still on. I'm confused. Um, all right, let me read some of those. Some of the. This is not a super chat. Uh, Super chat. Wife and I love you from Michigan. Thanks for the 3 videos recently. No, you're welcome. Check out Tybee Island Beach. Yes, I want to go there. That's right next to Savannah. Question: can you please say hi to Hubert for Father's Day? It would mean the world to me. Much love, Scott. Hi, Hubert. And HD Lowrider, thank you from North Georgia. I just spent what happened here? The week in 2 Georgia State Parks. Sorry I missed where you're at. We're in Flagler Beach, Florida. Andy Barley, hey Robert, I watched the Ohio video you did fine driving a Golf. Yeah, I drove a golf cart for the first time. I thought it was a go kart. I was like going, what can you do? Ah. Dwayne H. just got back from Mickler's Landing, about 10 miles north of Flagler, and found a cool shark tooth. Well, that's pretty cool. Do you travel armed? performed. There's Ili. Huh? How long have you been playing music before you came to the U.S.? Well, not professionally. I never played professionally back in Cuba. But when I got here in the late '80s, I started with this teen salsa band that didn't last very long, and then I started with Orquestra La Llave, which means the key, and I played with them for several years. That was still back in the day that nightclubs would hire a 12-piece band. Those days are long gone, of course. And then we did like a wedding. We had a wedding band for many years, and yeah, Raul Rodriguez. How are the gators behaving? I haven't seen any. Only at the sign by the lake. Any body of any fresh body of water can have gators, right? In Florida. Greetings from Mexico City to Roberto on the first coast. Manuel CDMX. One of these days, man. One of these days, I want to visit Mexico City. It's starting to get hot in here. I'm gonna have to turn on the AC. How do I give a super chat on my iPhone? I don't know if you can give super chats from the iPhone. Did anyone tell you you sound like Jerry and the Pacemakers? No, I never heard that. Tim Buck. John Cockras, have you ever been to Wikiwachi Springs? Yes, and saw the mermaids and everything. Yes, a very cool show. There's a video. There's a video of that. Uh, looks like a storm ready to hit Flagler. Heads up. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, look at that. That does not look pretty out there. Well, everything is going to get soaked again. And my grill is out there. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I have a text message from Barb Forey. Okay. Oh, by the way, talking about Ohio, I'm rocking my North High Brewing Company T-shirt. Since the Ohio video is coming up this Sunday. Robert Young Jr., thank you so much for that super chat. What IPA you're drinking tonight? Also, you need to go back to Arizona. I know I need to go back to Arizona. January, if all goes well. I'm drinking this. It's by Funky Buddha, which is from South Florida, from the Fort Lauderdale area. Chant IPA, courtesy of Mr. CLT in the house. Paper City Gamer Jeff, thank you so much for that super chat. Hello from Massachusetts. Do you have campfires at night? Miss camping, can't wait to go, but I have a pop-up. Might upgrade this month. I do them sometimes. It generally in Florida is not it's too hot, especially this time of the year to have a campfire. Uh, and I'm not really good at it. I need to use a lot of those fire starters. I was never a Boy Scout. Daniel Ruiz, thank you so much for that super sticker. Thank you, appreciate it. And Lynette Maz, thank you so much for that super sticker. How's it going? It's going great. It's going great. We're having a great time here in North Florida. I was gonna say South Florida. It's just my head being in South Florida for so long. But we're gonna spend pretty much the next 2 weeks in northern Florida. You know, this area. The first coast, and then the Panhandle. Wendy, the California. You should have spent more time in Lake Tahoe. Do some swimming. Best place in California. I don't know swimming. I don't know. I hear the water is kind of cold, but Fort Lauderdale is getting hammered right now. Like as in getting drunk or no hammered like by the rain. Let me see. Let me see the rain because we made it through the rain. Let me see. Hold on. It looks like it's gonna be more towards. Where the heck are we? Okay, there's a big storm coming right now. It's gonna be one of those that lasts like 5 minutes, and then later tonight, yes. Well, we'll stay here cozy inside the RV. What can you do, right? Tyron Wicks, the mojito bar in Putin Bay, had the worst mojito I've ever had. Well, we didn't have a drink there, Jim and I, but curiously enough, the worst mojito I ever had was in Sloppy Joe's in Key West. That thing was nasty. I don't know if it was a new bartender or what have you, but yeah, there you go. We may have missed it. Are you hitting the new Donados this weekend? Chat is coming and going. We might. We don't have plans. That's in Jacksonville, of course. Uh, it's possible. It's possible. I haven't made any plans for Jacksonville, but in fact, I had almost totally forgotten about it. I have made a note to visit. I even have a star in my map, but yeah. We'll see. Viajando sin rumbo. Well, thank you so much for that super sticker. Cool. All right. Thank you. Odalis Hoffman, have you been to Payne's Prairie Preserve Park? Not yet, not yet. I've been to Kissimmee Prairie, was very nice. Melissa Alonso, hello again from Hialeah. Hello, question. Would you ever RV across Europe, Germany, Spain? Lots of love. Stay safe. Thank you, Melissa. And the answer is yes. And that's one of the plans for probably by now. Everything is delayed 1 year. So probably for 2022, the idea is to do an international RV trip. I have to find out, if I can make a deal somewhere. But we have three choices, three options, and more or less one of them would be to rent the RV in Madrid and go down to like the probably the Valencia area up through through the Barcelona French Riviera into Italy, and maybe north into Austria or Germany or Switzerland. I'm already by 3 or 4 weeks, right? But that's one idea. The other one is Australia. If we could get away with doing a month in Australia, that would be epic. But we'll see. Yahaira Marchetti, greetings from Tampa. Cheers. Enjoy the Funky Buddha. Thank you so much. Funky Buddha? Yeah, Funky Buddha. That's what I'm drinking. Which excuse me, guys. I'm gonna turn the AC back on because it's starting to get stuffy in here. Ili says hi. Sam Max. In future, do you have any plans to come to North Dakota? Well, yes, I was talking about that earlier in the chat here, and my plan is to go to North Dakota next month, or probably not next month. Next month, as in August, probably by now. But yeah. Okay. Rick Baker, my wife wants you to say hi to us. Hi to us. Tyler M, going to the Grand Canyon from Seattle next week. Any tips or cool places to stop? Definitely doing Shoshone Falls on the way down. Yes, absolutely. Shoshone Falls, and well, if you're going to the Grand Canyon, probably the South Rim, right? Because the North Rim is closed. But if you go to the North Rim, or I would make a stop, and it's relatively close to both rims, Page, Arizona, and do the Big Bend. The Big Bend, no, the Horseshoe Bend, and do Antelope Canyon. Lower or upper? Lower is narrower. Upper is a little wider. And then yeah, those two things mainly. Hey Jim, I think you really liked how you could turn around in the middle of the road on the golf cart. Yeah. Hi, Andy K. Joe Pietri, we are waiting for you in Southwest Puerto Rico. Mi casa es tu casa. Gracias. And yeah, I'm gonna make it to Puerto Rico at some point. Do they have RV rentals in Puerto Rico? I don't think they do, right? Bill, Utah, really liked Bismarck, North Dakota. Just got back from a spring trip to Minneapolis, 3,400 miles round trip. I'm looking forward to North Dakota and Teddy Roosevelt National Park. Tyron Wicks, thank you so much for that super chat, super Illy chat. Hello, Illy. Tyron Wicks says hi on super chat. She's there listening to the conversation. Uh, I'm back from supper from Adam Buser. Is it possible to travel cross country without taking the interstate highway system? Absolutely. Just tell Google to avoid highways. It's going to take you twice as long, but you can do it, yes. How many big bands have you heard about? A couple. Big Bend. It's the main one is Big Bend National Park in Texas. It's the Big Bend of the Rio Grande, which I intend to visit too. Maybe in January. I don't know. Well, it started to rain. It's raining. It's raining in the campground. The neighbors are running back to their trailer, and I can see them from here. You doing cooking videos in the future? Oh yeah. Wait. You know, I got an instant pot here in the RV, so I'm gonna make some frijoles colorados probably tomorrow. That's red kidney beans, Cuban style. I don't have the smoked pork, but I've got all the other ingredients, so I think it's gonna come out good. Uh, uh, Yes, they are renting custom vans in Puerto Rico. That's what we gotta do next time we go to La Isla del Encanto, the island of enchantment, Puerto Rico. Absolutely. Can you sing a quick something for my wife, Jennifer? We just celebrated our 20th anniversary and she loves you. Thank you, Daniel, and happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Hey, what's that waltz, the anniversary waltz? Da, 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 da. No, I don't know. No, that's something else. Eh, what is the best food for you? I like me a good lobster thermidor. Andy Andrew M. Hello from Seattle. Paella or a good pork roast, Cuban style pork roast. Oh man. Scott Ladendorf, our friends Ben and Courtney are your new biggest fans. So thank you. They're watching from home too. Well, welcome Ben and Courtney, and welcome to the Pelican Head group here. Arsenia Carrillo, hello Robert. Can you send out a shout out to Elizabeth Medina? Hey Elizabeth, shout out to you. It's spelled Ritter. Oh, with a traveling rubber weather song. Yeah, right. Uh, what's your thoughts on the Winnebago trend? I really like the Winnebago trend as far as features and the floor plan. You know, it's probably one of the true European styles RVs left. But I lost my train of thought. But I hear that the cargo capacity is not that great, and I think that's why they discontinued it. And Marsan Worldwide, thank you so much for that super chat. Hi Robert, your Alaska videos is where I found you. I'm grateful to be on your journeys ever since. Please wish a happy birthday to my son Evan. Happy birthday, dear Evan. Happy birthday to you. Kerry Lasco, thank you so much for that super chat. We love you in Houston! Exclamation. We on our second trip in our new Travaro. Thanks for the inspiration. Let me show you the storm here. Actually, look at that. I could put the camera on that new contraption I got for Ely for the cameras. Do you and your wife always travel together? Whenever we can, we do. Um, you know how it's so sometimes she doesn't have enough time to travel together. So yeah. Ali Yates, hello from Tallahassee. I really enjoy all your videos. Be safe. Tallahassee, we might be passing by Tallahassee in a week or two. Any plans to visit Scotland? Yes, absolutely. I plan to visit Scotland. Is William here? He's from Scotland, and he's usually on the super chat. Rodrigo Mendoza from Brazil. Bem-vindo, bem-vindo, Brazil. Rodrigo Mendoza. Happy birthday, Evan. Yes. What's your favorite Italian food? Well, it depends. I like me a good chicken or beef marsala, or linguine. A good linguine, a well-made linguine. Are you still writing songs? Yes, I am. I haven't done anything. Well, I did a derivative one for Michigan Part 2 for the Mackinac Island video. But yeah, Houston, Texas. I've been to Houston, Texas already, but I want to go back, Dylan and Jim. At least for me, Mojito Bay was one of the highlights of Putin Bay, but it was all great. Just time went too fast. Yeah, one day in Putin Bay, and that's what I was thinking on the video. Next time we have to stay at the campground 2 or 3 nights, because it seems like a lot of the bars and places in Putin Bay, they're like late night places more than the. Uh, Linda Bordelon, thank you so much for the super chat. In some of your videos at the parks, it seems not crowded as you tour, hike. Do you plan it that way, or is it by chance to be less crowded on those particular days? Well, you didn't see my Yosemite video, huh? It was crowded there. No, I do. I usually have this bad timing to go to places when they are not busy. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna start wrapping this one up, because we've been at this for a while, and I don't wanna run up my data plan all the way. Andy Barley, thank you so much for that super chat. Hey Robert, what color is your interior in your 1708? I think this year all the interiors are the same. It's a lighter color, which I like. It makes it feel bigger. So yeah. Oh, my phone is running out of battery. What's going on here? Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna start wrapping this one up. Adam Buser, my birthday is coming up in about 8 days. Just giving you a heads up. Hey, next Friday we gotta do the it's a birthday. We're gonna party like it's a birthday. And remember that song? Tyrone, yes, Jim was a great cameraman. I like when he goes far away from the. Yaritza, you're coming to the Panhandle soon? Panhandle probably next week at some point, yes. Ever been to Trinidad and Tobago? Andy K, yeah, my favorite Italian food. I said it earlier, anything marsala. Brandon, have a great weekend. Yes, everybody, have a great weekend. I'm out of beer anyways. I might open another one, but, just for my private consumption. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I'll leave you with this view of rainy Florida. Actually, it was quite nice earlier today, but right now it's not very nice. I'll leave you with a song, riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Until next week, thank you. Thank you everybody for watching, and see you on the road. And if I can find the stop, 730 of you watching. Wow. And yeah, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. And we peaked at 741. All right, everybody. Now for real. See you next week. Thank you for watching.